We have now moved on to lesson 2. I'm great to be with you again. Now let's start cutting the material. Single fold the lace. Arrange the paper patterns on top and secure it with sewing pins. Arrange the front and the back. Double check the paper patterns are included 1 cm allowance for all the sides and no allowance needed for the hem because it is a lace border. Start cutting. Follow the paper pattern. If the hip measurement bigger than 39 inches or 100 cm, the material we need to use is 2 times of the dress length on 45-inch width material. Prepare the paper pattern before we buy the material. It's more easy to estimate. For the armhole marking, we use white paper tape. We can't see it when we use chalk. Here we come to the first step of sewing. Join the shoulder left and right and the both sides of the dress. Use sewing pins to secure it before we start to sew. Sewing the shoulder first. The allowance is 1 cm. Followed by the side joining, again 1 cm allowance. For the lace material, we don't use overlock machine at the side. We use binding to cover the allowance. For the bindings, we need to join 2 bindings together. Join the 0.5 cm at the side. For this dress, we have to use 3 packets of the binding. Join all of them. After finished sewing, we need to iron it. This is how we cover the side allowance. This is the soft self-adhesive interfacing for collar and armhole. Cut 2 cm wide. Trim some small hole at the middle. It is easy to tear out after we finish sewing the collar and armhole. This is because the lace material is unable to sew easily with holes spaced evenly all over. Iron the interfacing following the collar shape. With adding on the interfacing, you can sew it now like a normal material. Now we start to cover the side allowance with binding. Sew carefully to ensure the bottom binding is not running out of place. By reaching the hem, we need to cut off extra binding, fold in 1 cm allowance, and with reverse stitches at the hem. And with reverse stitches at the hem. Double check both sides of the binding. Now followed by the shoulders, left and right. For the shoulder line, we cut away the extra binding at the end. We will cover the allowance with the armhole binding later.